How to not F up your first year in real estate. You are a brand new realtor and you're thinking about what should you do the very first 12 months that you're in business. I'm going to show you exactly what are some of the things that you should be doing in order to survive. Hi, I'm Paul R. Atkinson, your professional coach, and I'm delighted to be here. Thanks for being here. Remember to give this a thumbs up and also to subscribe. In the description, click on the link that's going to help you to be more productive in your business. So let's talk about it. How do you make sure you don't screw up your first 12 months of being that entrepreneur? I'm going to give you a few tips and tricks that you can use and some disciplines that you must have in order to survive. So I want you to get a pen and paper and write these down. Number one, the first thing you should do is your image. You have to create the brand of what you're wanting to achieve. For example, think about it. What are you going to go after? Are you living into a condominium building in South Florida? So therefore, you're going to target the units of condominiums? Or are you in the suburbs and you're wanting to go after, because really you should work the area that you live by, right? So make sure if you're going to be in a condo, well, you could probably be a little bit casual in your image because that's important for your photo shoot. If you're going to be in the suburbs and you're going after these luxury homes or something like that, then definitely do a blazer. Make sure when you put together your image, you can show in the camera your eyes. Don't go this long whole shot. That's why they call it a headshot. Just your head. Get it? You want to show your eyes. So when someone looks at your brand, so to speak, your image, maybe looking in your eyes on your business card or on your website or on your social media, maybe something can connect and it could resonate. It's very important. That's a big tip. So many realtors I see, they have the whole body, or they have this look or that. Nah. This is not a styling contest. You need to make sure you do just the headshot and they can see your eyes. And when you're taking the picture, if I were you, say something in your heart like, I love you. Do something like that so that you could just get people to grab you as a realtor. Okay, so that's number one, is your image, your branding. Along the line of that, please make sure that in the first week, you get some business cards printed out. So many times I deal with realtors and they do not have a business card and they've been around for like 6 months. Are you kidding me? You can even download an app that you can use as your virtual business card, but you should have one. So make sure you put together your business card very quickly. You never know when somebody's going to ask you for that business card. Secondly, that same image that you've put together, you're going to put it not only on the business card, but as we mentioned before, on the website. So you should have a website. Make sure you have a website that has an IDX feed. That's an MLS data feed coming in. So your visitors can search freely the MLS for the properties that they want. Here's a trick. Did you know that most MLS is a one-way street? What that means is when you send properties to a client, prospective client or buyer, through the MLS, typically it just feeds them one way. The buyers are not able to search for anything. Keep that in mind. So you want to have a place where they can search and they don't go wandering off online somewhere and get snatched by somebody else. What a good tip, right? So make sure, number two, make sure that you do have that website. Along with the website, you should have that CRM. We're just going to keep going here. Keep going. Website, CRM, Customer Relationship Management System. That is where you're going to cultivate the leads and the contacts that you're going to do, especially what I'm about to tell you to do in the first 30 days to ensure that you get a contract. Now, the CRM, Customer Relationship Management System, here's some key things that you should do with it. Not only should you have your photograph that's matching, but you should also have a nice bio. Write something about yourself. Why should someone do business with you? State where you're coming from and how you got into the real estate business. State how wonderful you are at finding properties and negotiating deals. Give that reader something that they can go on for choosing you. Now, here is what you really need to know. Inside of that CRM, you're going to do this sphere exercise that I'm about to show you. The sphere exercise is where you're going to get a sheet of paper and you're going to draw a circle. And on that circle, you're going to say, basically, that is you. Now, think about this. This is going to look like a map when you're finished with it. So, get the pen and paper. Come on, let's do it together. Draw a circle. That circle is you. Draw a line from that circle and then put another circle on it. That's one person that you know right now, their name, email, and phone number. Write that name down. Draw another line and put another circle. Think of someone else. Their name, email, phone number. You have it. It's there. So you got two people. Draw another line, put a circle. Think of the third person. It could even be your sister or your brother. It doesn't matter. You have their name, email, phone number. There's a process here. Stay with me, okay? This is called the sphere exercise. From those three people that you have on that sheet away from you, think about it. Duplicate what you just did. Each of these three people know three people. So draw a line of 3 lines and a circle, circle, circle from each person. That's going to get 3, 6, 9. Wow. So follow the pattern and keep going. Here's what you do. Because you have the name, email, and phone number of those initial contacts, the sphere exercise says that you should put it into your CRM. I want you to enter them into the CRM and put them into the group that's called Sphere, or COI, Center of Influence, or people you know, relatives, close contacts, call it whatever. When you put them in the CRM, check the box that says send them a welcome email. When you send them the welcome email, they're going to receive it. I want you to do that. After you've done that, then I want you to go ahead and get on the phone, and you're going to do what we call phone power. And you're going to call these people. So if you've got 50 people, you're going to call them. When you do call them, you are going to make a connection with them because you already know them. So let's role play a little bit. It'll be something like this. Ring, 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 ring. Hey, John, what's up, buddy? How you doing? What's going on, man? I haven't talked to you in a while. I'm wishing you all the best for this year. Everything is good. How's the dog? How's the family? Yeah, cool. Everything is good? Nice. John, can I ask you a question? John is going to say, yeah, what's up, Paul? John, who do you know that wants to buy real estate, sell real estate, or rent real estate? That's the question. Who do you know that wants to buy real estate, sell real estate, or rent real estate? That's the ticket. That's going to make sure that you don't screw up your first year, and you could get some business in the first 30 days so you could pay your bills and survive. Now, let's keep going. What else should you be doing? You've got to make sure that not only do you have this image, this website, and the CRM, but you also have a follow-up system, because people are going to tell you, it's not a good time to talk right now. Can you call me back later? So what's the follow-up system? I'm going to show you something. I'm going to give you a treat today, and then I've got to go. It's called Set, Reset, Carry Over. That's the follow-up system that we train on in the Successful Business Academy. In the description, click on the link that's going to help you to be more successful. And remember to give this a thumbs up. What is Set, Reset, Carry Over? It's a follow-up system that you should use with electronic calendar. So you got to get an electronic calendar. Let me tell you why. As you start to grow the business, You cannot be using this paper planner because you're going to need to have other people inside of your calendar, like your assistant or assistants, helping to plan your day. So get with it right now and go electronic. Get electronic calendar. Now, when you put an item on your calendar, you have it set. That's what we call set. If something comes up and you need to move that task from that particular time to later on that day, it's in the same day period. That's a reset. So we've got a set and then we've got a reset. If for some reason, oh my, something came up and you got to move it again, but the day is over, then that item becomes a carryover. It's to the next day, the next week, the next month, the next year. It doesn't come off of the calendar. Somebody says to call them back and you say, okay, wonderful. What's a good time to call you back? 7 p.m. or 7:30 p.m.? They say 7:30, you put it on your calendar. So if you're cooking or doing whatever, your calendar beeps and like, oh, wow, I got to call this guy back. Very important, man. That is, these are some of the things that realtors don't do that cause them to screw up the first year. Straight up. Now, let's talk about some things. I'm going to throw a little bonus on it because I feel like it. What about contracts? Should you really worry about writing contracts? Should you be stressed out? Because I see sometimes when I do interview and I start to coach a young, brand new realtor, they're worried about contract. But what should you worry? Okay, hold on. Remember, in my first book, The Art and Science of the Real Estate Agent, Day One, Close My Deal. Remember, when you read that book, my story, in 2003, November 2003, when I got my real estate license, on that same day, my brother, Rich, was a mortgage broker at the time, and he gave me a lead for like $250,000 FHA. On that same day I got my real estate license, I went to my broker, joined the Broker Center 21. I went ahead and joined the MLS, and I closed my first deal that night about 8 p.m. So crazy, isn't it? Did I know about the contract? Listen, don't stress out about it. Because in today's technology, all these contracts are done electronically. That's for one thing. Number two, they have something that's called a TC. That's a transaction coordinator. In your brokerage firm, I'm sure they've got them. And if they don't have them, come to us. We've got one for you. Click on the link below and get connected. My cell phone is there. Call me, text me. You want a TC? We'll give it to you. You are able to get a transaction coordinator to help you to write the contract, and you could review it with your broker if you're brand new. Just review it, make sure everything is good, or your team leader. But these people know contracts, and pretty much they're going to be on point. And then once you actually get the deal put together, that's what a transaction coordinator does. They go ahead and just take everything through the whole process for you. So don't worry about contracts. Focus on creating that image, getting that website, getting that CRM up and running, getting that sphere exercise doing where you're like calling people having that love talk initially, and then pausing and say, hey, can I ask you a question? And they say, yeah, what's up? Who do you know that wants to buy real estate, sell real estate, or rent real estate? I've sent you a welcome email from my brand new website. Did you get it? Take a look. Let them look at it and tell them, hey, what do you think? How does it look? How does my picture? You think I look good? Yeah. Ask them. Get involved. Let them know that you're doing the business. And guys, it's fun when you do that. Now, to make sure that you're still working the deal, I'm going to give even more because I feel like it. Sign up for open houses. Go do open houses. Be a madman. Be a mad woman. Prospect, prospect, prospect every single day. When I first started, I was working 6 days a week, like from 10 a.m. to like 10 p.m. I was single at the time, and my kids were older. Erica was older, and Kayla and Amanda, they weren't even born yet. But listen, you have to prospect each and every day. You're talking about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Maybe you take Sunday off or Saturday off or whatever, but you've got a prospect, and you should create a prospecting plan, a daily prospecting plan. But here's the biggest thing, and then we're going to go, because I've got to go now. You're going to have to get some motivation, and you're going to have to learn how to motivate the motivator. And the motivator is you, my friend. You will have to get up every morning when you're feeling down and you know that yesterday you made all those calls and nobody responded. That's the biggest challenge. And that's why we talk about the nuclear mind. Look in the description, click on the link that's going to help you to be more successful. Check out one of my books. The nuclear mind talks about you getting up in the morning and actually regulating your thoughts by first asking yourself, what are you feeling right now? We call it check your mood. What are you feeling? And then you say your mantra. And when you say your mantra, it starts to regulate your thoughts, and then you got to jump into action. That's the nuclear mind. And then the nuclear mind is followed up with something that we call the PE exercise. And that's positive expectations. And it's visual work. It's visualizing. It's actually very difficult to do when you are not used to it, or you've been living a life all these years with not even visualizing stuff. But remember, in the description, you can call or text me, and I will help you with that. Okay? I've got to run, and this is the video that you asked me to do, which was how to not F up your first year in real estate. Follow my lead. Until next time, you know how I feel about you. Let's go get him, Tiger. I'll see you real soon.